What is up? What is up, everybody? I'm actually here. I'm just finishing up some AQ. I got cleared just before I was going to go live here. So I'm just finishing that up, and then we will get started. But I see you. First one in, Black Poison. What's up, man? Followed by Fox Howler. How you doing? Adam Warlock, I see you. Happy Wednesday to you as well. Billy D, what's up? What's up? Just called to say I love you. What's up, Billy D? How you doing, man? Black Poison. The reason that I'm streaming early is because this is when my 5 stars are coming off cooldown. I actually woke up early this morning at about 2 something, got my 5 stars on cooldown then, and they're ready now. So rather than just wait for 1 o'clock where I'm just losing all of this time, I decided to go ahead and get them on cooldown so that I can have an early night tonight again. So that's what happened. But anyway, I will be right back when I finish this. Take a quick potty break, and then we will get started. So just give me a few minutes here. All right, let's get set up here. Get air server running, and I will chat with you guys while we dive into the arena. And I know I'm gonna have to answer this a few times, but I don't know whether Stiletto will be able to make it. She may join us later whenever she wakes up, because this is kind of early for her. So I left a message. So when she does wake up, she may get it and call in. I told her just to call in whenever she woke up. But that was also the reason I didn't start even earlier than right now. And I was trying to give her a little bit, a few minutes, see if she would wake. All right, I think we caught it. Not a great way to about to get started here, but that is the first test of my the Streamlabs OBS to see if I could actually do what I do in a OBS studio. But hold on, let me get air server up again, because when that happens, air server goes down. But we were able to catch the stream in time before they stopped it. All right, live scene. Air server, where are you at? There you are. All right, so everything looks okay over there. Everything looks okay over here. How y'all doing? Okay, let me read some comments, but I may be a little slow in the comment section. We shall see. All right, so Black Poison, I answered you, but I may answer it a little bit more fully later. Hey Shadow, I have a question. Do I need to buy a subscription for air server to use it? No. Unless they changed it, there is a free trial. You can just download it, use it, and I forget what they do. They may limit some of the features, or they may put a logo on it. But you do have a free trial. But and I don't remember it expiring for me. I don't remember. Jaron, what's up? How you doing, man? Morning stream, you got it. I did warn you guys yesterday that I may stream pretty early today. Naga, hello, how you doing? Is Hitmonkey worth rank 5 unawakened? From what I understand, yes. I don't have him. I don't know a whole lot about him, but that's what I understand. Okay, Fox Holla agrees. Wolf, what's up? How you doing, man? Yeah, early. I'll explain more. Alexander, how you doing, man? That's weird. What? Why? Something weird is going on. So, hold on. I'm looking, I have the chat up for Restream, and I also have the chat up for YouTube. So I should be able to see both. I like the way that the Restream combines all of the chat, and I don't have to look at the Twitch name and then the message. It just lists it as if it was straight, and it gives me an icon letting me know that it's from Twitch. So it just looks nicer. So I'm seeing everything here. Let's see, Billy. From Twitch, Fox Holla. Yeah, Billy, yep. I'm seeing all of that. Trial, 30 days. I see Jaron. Now here's where it stops, and this is weird. All right, so I don't know whether that's because I messed up. Did it start a new stream? It shouldn't have, because I'm right here. So after Jaron, remember I said hello to Naga, right? So after I'm looking at this, after Jaren says morning stream, the next message I see is Naga. So it skipped over, and I'm guessing that's when the stream went down temporarily. That's what I'm hoping. So I didn't see you, Alexander, over on this side, but I did see you over on the YouTube side. So that's what I'm thinking, is that when the stream actually went down. So Alexander, what's up? Yep, more early. And then Foxholla says fun, but not really fun. Fact, yesterday was COVID's 1 year anniversary. Oh man. Dave, what's up, man? Hit 22,000 units last week. All right, so taking a break from Arena this week, nice and relaxing. I'll have a relaxing grind later this week. This next arena is going to be nice and easy. Adam Warlock, what is up, man? And thank you for becoming a member. That helps me so much, you just don't know. The more members that I can have, the more stable, or steady money that can come in. It'll allow me to do more things. So thank you for that. 2 a.m. arena run. Yep, that's devotion. Oh, just wait. I'll tell you. But yeah, 2 a.m. For me. Do you use the free trial air server? No, I bought it. I bought air server, Foxholla. I used the free trial for a little while, and then I bought it. Opened a 5-star Mystic Science, hoping for Doom or Thing, and landed on Magic. You've been hunting her forever. Well, congratulations, man. I'm going to have another crystal opening for tomorrow. I got a featured 5-star, 2 Mystic and Science, and then a regular basic to open up. Bear Games, what's up? How you doing, man? And Naga already said hello, but hello again. Yep, look at that. Adam Warlock, you now have all the emojis. Is Hitmonkey, okay, and I read that. So you see, it continued. I missed all of that while the stream had gone down temporarily. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep going. Well, Twitch refreshes on little glitches, and it did. Okay. Also, if there's a gifting event this year, I can gift you some gifts. Yeah, if they do the gifting, it's gonna be awesome. Man, the collector fight is hard. I never fighted him before. His special is hard to evade. Oh yeah, very hard. So I ended the quest, and I'm gonna wait until next year. Yeah, you just wanna look on my channel and see how I did the collector during exploration. I used a 4-star Hulk. It took me about 3-4 revives. What? There's emojis in Twitch chat. Blase, what's up? How you doing, man? Interesting choice on your latest rank 5. Yeah, I was asked to do that, Alexander. All right, let's go ahead and get started. And if my sister wakes up in time, she will join us. Here's where I stopped, 44.5 million. Probably already have the champion. All right, but as usual, as you know me, I'm gonna keep going. And I will, I think I'm not gonna run my 4 stars anymore in this arena. I'm gonna branch out and go to the 4-star featured. Oh, Mr. Adam Warlock sent me $10 for you rock, my friend. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I really have to find out whether Cash App has a bot for YouTube, or whether there's some integration with Streamlabs, because I would like to have that notification appear, as maybe an alert in, like with the other alerts, or at least mention it in the chat, but if they don't, if I have the time, maybe I'll write a bot, but I would need their help. If they don't have the API opened, then there can't be a bot made. But we'll see if they have something. But thank you, my friend. Appreciate it, man. Ooh, Blade trying to take me out. People still use magic. Yeah, they do. Thinking of using her on the powerful from afar path and uncollected. Yeah, they definitely do. I wouldn't keep going. You might risk a burnout. Hasn't happened in over 4 years. I don't really burn out from that type of thing. But I'm always very careful. So like, for example, this next arena, I relax by not grinding like I'm grinding now. I can get done in that arena in 1 day and then take the rest of the time off doing other things. After this round of 5 stars, you should be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but you know me, I ain't gonna stop. But I will work on the other arenas after this. I always worry that something, let's see, okay, that's not showing. My mic is really close here, hold on. Let me move that around. I always worry that something's gonna happen that might mess me up. Like if the power went out right now and did not come back for another few days, I would be okay. That's why I don't want to wait until the end, because I already have a score right now that is pretty safe. We're talking, you know, this is about 10 million more than what he went for round 1. So all I'm doing at this point is just putting icing on the cake, so to speak. But I don't want to lose out on the units that I can earn in the other arenas either. So I will switch over. The next arena is Falcon as the featured newly buffed Falcon. And if you don't have him, I think you should go grab him. He's worth picking up. And the Red Guardian is the basic. What do you think Falcon will go for in the next arena? Pretty low. 35 million, 40 million, yeah. He's an old champion. A lot of people already have him. He did get a fresh rework, but again, he's an old champion. A lot of people have him. And we also have top 300 now. So yeah, old champions, even with a rework, aren't going for a whole lot right now. I can't chill, still don't have Falcon. Got to get them all. Exactly, Mark. You know it. What's up, Mark? How you doing? But that's pretty much my attitude. Although I will skip some, like talking to Burnout. That's why I didn't go for Cosmic Ghost Rider. I wish I had, and I hadn't gone for Red Goblin. You know, if I had seen enough, I would have skipped Red Guardian. I mean, not Red Guardian. I would have skipped Red Goblin and gone for Cosmic Ghost Rider instead. But since I went for Red Goblin and I was tired, I wasn't going for Cosmic Ghost Rider, because that is the kind of thing that would really burn me out. Then I found out that Immortal Hulk was coming. Not Immortal Hulk, but the Pick a Hulk arena. And I knew that I wanted 2 of the champions out of there. And so I'm like, oh my goodness. So I couldn't do that, or else I would have burned myself out a bit. So I went for Red Goblin. Then I skipped, you know, did just a mild grind. Then I did both Pick a Hulk arenas, then relaxed a little bit, and then I'm going for this Immortal Hulk. And after this one, we'll relax again. So we'll see. John Law, what's up? I didn't go for him round 1. This is the first time I'll be picking him up. Or are you talking about Falcon? Because I believe my Falcon is already awakened. So no, not going for the dupe. On depending, no matter which one that was, I'm not going for the dupe. Yes, Falcon is really good evade and does some good damage too. When he got that locked on, oh yeah. Laren Lane, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, get that. He's worth it. Red Guardian is nice, man. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Red Guardian probably won't go no lower than 60 million. No. Red Guardian is not the featured. Unless you meant 6 million. And not 60. Because that's the basic champ. I said hello above. Okay, I got Red Goblin twice and got Cosmic Ghost Rider once. Yeah, I wish I had gone for Cosmic Ghost Rider. He definitely by far was the better champion and probably the best champion that we've gotten this year. Hold on for a moment, folks. Let me finish this fight here. There we go. Take care of that for you guys. Sorry you had to see that. There we go. Okay. I want Red Guardian. Yeah, Red Guardian is nice, man. Red Guardian is actually pretty cool. I understand he needs to be awakened with a high sig to really rock. You can't delete it. Yeah, that's fine, Billy. Now that he's banned, his messages are deleted. They won't show up when people watch on the live stream. Now on Twitch, was he? He wasn't. Yeah, see, he wasn't on Twitch. He's on YouTube. But that's another issue. Because I'm doing restream, I need to figure something out. If I don't actually, let me do something real quick here. Yeah, Arnav guy. If I make or I take away the mod from Restream, you can probably delete him. Because Restream is basically just repeating what he said on YouTube, and you can't delete another mod's messages. And so it's a message from there, but I would have to remove mod from Restream so that you could do it. I don't know if you should be able to ban him. I'm not familiar enough with Twitch, but he's not on Twitch, so I don't know how that would work. I mean, I don't know how you would be able to ban him on Twitch when he's on YouTube. Summoner Supreme, what's up, man? How you doing? So early morning stream. And I did answer earlier that question, but this is something that happens pretty much every time I'm going for a champion. So if I stay on schedule, meaning, you know, like 1:30, for example, 1:30, I'm getting my 5 stars on cooldown. All right. That means about 8:30, depending on, you know, maybe 8, depending on how my alliance has hit the help button, I can go again. So I get them on cooldown again at 8, right? This is on day 1. Well, you guys can calculate when they'll be ready next after I started getting them on cooldown at 8. If I get up early when they're ready the next morning and get them on cooldown, then the second run of my 5 stars is going to start really early. And that's what happens. And if I don't want to lose the time, like right now, I could have actually started at like about 9:30. But I wanted to wait a little bit to see if my sister, you know, would be able to get up. She might still be able to make the stream, but she may not. She may not be able to because it is kind of early. So I actually started just a little bit later, and I didn't even go through all of my roster this morning. But fortunately, my roster has grown to the point where even though I miss, you know, a good chunk of it, I'm still running through more than I used to. So I got up at like 2:30 this morning, and about 3 or so, you know, 2:30, I got my 6 stars done. And I was done by about 3, a little after 3 with my 6 stars. And then I got my 5 stars until I fell asleep. So I could have actually started pretty early. And just finished off the roster. And then by the time I did that, you know, the other ones would have been ready. But that's why I sometimes stream really, really early while I'm going for a champion. It's just the way it happens. Now, if I had not gotten up early, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and got my 5 stars, say I had woke up late, like 7, well, then you wouldn't have had an early stream. And I can never tell when that's going to happen. You know, it's just, if I wake up nice and early, great. If I don't, you know, but basically I always stream my second 5-star run of the day. The only time I don't do that is the first day. Then I do the first run of the day. Yeah, let me see. There you go. And we'll do this too. Boom. So just gave both Billy, who's been around for a long time, and Alexander mod on YouTube. Billy was already mod on Twitch. And Alexander, if you have an account on Twitch, I can mod you over there as well. All right. But yeah, people ask, you know, how do you become a mod? That's kind of how. You know, it just so happens that I don't have a lot of mods right now, and we got a spammer. And I didn't have, you know, a lot of mods here. So that's how that happens. You're just on there? Okay. All right. Let's get back in here. Bear Games. How many people are needed for... Oh, how many points are needed for the 3K 5-star shards in the featured 3K? $3K? Or did you mean 2K, Adam Warlock? I know things have shifted a little bit, but I always put up like 18 million, but you didn't need that much to get the 2,000 5-star shards. People were getting it with like 16, 17 million. I don't know how low you could go for that. So you might have to check that out. JPZ, what's up, man? How you doing? Stiletto is still sleeping. She may join us a little bit later. I left a message, let her know to just call and join. But it is a little bit early. She should be waking up in a little bit. And I might stream a little bit later than I normally would. It depends on when she jumps on. I'm not going to run my 4 stars in here again. So what that means is when I get done with my 5 stars, if she is on and she came on late, I might start on the 4-star basic arena. Man, I wanted to hit him with the special 1, not the special 2. Come on. There we go. That special 1 be doing some damage. All right, sorry, the 1 to 5 is now 5K. Yeah. So the 1 to 5%, 22 million is what I've been putting up every single time. And I haven't missed it yet. And especially for a champion that's gone low like Immortal Hulk, 22 million is gonna get you the 1 to 5%. But that's pretty much what I put up all the time. If I ever miss with the 22 million, then I'll adjust it because it's still relatively new. And right now I'm thinking 22 million is the sweet spot. Now, if it's a champion that might go even higher, then we were thinking I might adjust it so that I put in 23, 24, maybe even 25 million just to kind of pad it. But with the top 300 cutoff change, that kind of lowered it as well. So right now, 22 million has been getting it every time. Don't know if it still will, but we'll see. As people's roster, yep, first crash of the stream. As people's rosters improve and they get more 6 stars, that may change. Jadev, or is it Jadev? Paresh, how you doing, man? Good to see you. For sure, the stories were hilarious. Yeah, she's got some stories too that she wants to tell. But man, yeah, we sometimes have adventures, let me tell you. We definitely have some adventures. Usually the stories that she'll tell are stories, you know, that we had together. And it is funny. There's a couple of incidents that I remember. Now, when she was here, we talked about this one boyfriend that she had that I liked a lot, and you know, she liked him too, but there were issues with his family and things like that. But anyway, he was a Hispanic guy, and I remember because he was also a gamer. Y'all see now why I was liking him. And he had a great sense of humor, so he fit in really, really well, you know. And I remember this because we were joking around, we were gaming and everything, and we were like, I forget what happened. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, in the moment something happened, and we were talking about Godzilla, and so I was like, Godzilla, you know, and he, without missing a beat, was like, and Godzuki, cracked me up. Not too many people who know Godzilla know about Godzuki. And he even knew the song. So yeah, he was really cool. A lot of us, the entire family, liked him. We wanted that one to work if it could have, but yeah, there were other complications with his family and their goals and desires for him, shall we say. But I ain't gonna go into all that. But yeah, he was really cool. I remember when they had broken up. It was so funny. I was like, "What happened? What happened? Where is he?" You know, I was acting like I was the one that got broke up with. I was like, "What did you do? What did you do?" You know. Oh man. Who do I want to go in here with? Let's go ahead and go in here with him. What are you planning to do for the SBR? SBR. You'll have to let me know what you mean by that. SBR. Not sure. YH, what's up, man? How you doing? Yo, Shadow, you still averaging 20 minutes between crashes? Pretty much. We already had one a little bit earlier, so we're due for another one. Man, I wish I had gone for this guy. Cosmic Ghost Rider. Probably the best champion we've gotten this year. And that's the one I missed. Also, I watch your stream on Twitch because I can minimize the stream and grind while listening. Perfect. He said Godzuki. That was a keeper right there. If only the other stuff worked out. Yeah, Dean. You just don't know, man. What's up, Dean? How you doing? Man, he was cool. He was so cool. I know both me and my mom were just like, we were really hoping that had worked out. But yeah, sometimes people have very controlling families and they have different desires. And I went through something similar with an ex-girlfriend. Her mom and dad wanted her to marry a PhD. They didn't really so much matter what PhD, but they wanted that person to, you know, have a PhD or at least going for a PhD. That was it. And I wasn't planning to go past a master's, if that. And I never did get a master's. And so, and she did marry a PhD, a minister. New to the faith and everything, but he got his PhD. And that increased their standing in the church. You know, they liked me just fine. You know, there was no, animosity or anything like that with us. But that was what they wanted for her, and I did not meet that. So stuff like that can happen, What else can you do? And they knew for sure that I had marriage in mind. I don't play. And I would definitely have married her. They knew that. They had discussed it. They discussed it with my mom even. So they knew. Shadow Base Raid. Oh. I actually ran one today just to get enough gamma to get the milestones that I needed for the featured 5-star crystal that I'm going to open up later on today. Like that Martin episode, How Could You, Pam, Simon, and the Skybox? I don't remember that episode. I don't know. I wonder if the girl Shadow was dating was Asian. She looked it, but no, she wasn't. But both her parents, give you a little background. Both her parents, first of all, were teachers, and they both had their PhDs. She was going into, and did go into, the medical field, also aiming for her PhD. Both of her parents were friends of my mom's. They were all classmates back in the day. And when we first moved out to Michigan to go to, where I went to college, she, got reunited with them. She didn't know they had gotten married. She knew each of them. They were both classmates, but she had never known they got married and had a daughter and a son. And they invited us to stay at their house while we, were looking for and to purchase our own house. So we stayed with them for a little while until we got a house. And that's how I got to know their daughter and their son. And when I got there, their daughter was actually dating someone else. And me, fresh from New York, I didn't see a lot of public displays of affection going on between her and this guy. So I'm like, are they dating? Really? Her brother liked me a lot and wanted me to date his sister. And he kept trying to push me to do something to break them up or to let her know. I'm very particular about stuff like that. There was nothing I was going to be doing while I was in that house with them and while she was dating someone. Not going to happen. I just don't do that. When they broke up and we had moved out, her brother came running to me. Hey, she broke up with so-and-so. I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, you should talk to her. And he already knew that, I found her attractive and everything. And I was just like, we'll see. And we started talking. We honestly, we were friends already. And we would talk to each other. She, took me around the campus and showed me around the campus. She was actually a high school senior when we met, and I was a freshman in college. I got skipped, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. So we were actually the same age. I never went to seventh grade. No, sixth grade. No, it was 7. I went from 6th grade to 8th grade. I never went to 7th grade. So we were the same age, but we were in different schools. But she actually worked on the college campus. So she was familiar with the area, and she took me around. She had a car. And so she took me around. And so we often just, talked. Nothing like interest, romantic talk, or anything like that. But after she broke up, our talk turned to a little different. Our talk, and I mentioned this to you before. I do not play around. If I am interested, the girl's going to know I'm interested because I'm going to tell her I'm interested. She's not going to have to guess whether I am or not, and whatever I think. I've told some girls when I find out that they're interested, I've told them I don't think it would be a good idea for us to get together because of such and such and such and such. No hard feelings, but I don't dangle them. I don't let them just wonder, oh my goodness, doesn't he know I like them? I like him. And no, if I know, we're going to deal with it. We're going to talk about it. So we started talking a little bit later, and I told you how part of it happened. Oh man, hold on. Let me catch up real quick. The ones I've run into always wanted their daughters to marry a doctor, PhD. Yeah, a lot of them do, and they had a lot of similarities with them. Yeah, her loss. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was we never had any animosity between us. Whom I wonder when I will even date someone. I wonder when I'll even date someone again. I've been through a lot, guys, and it's one of those things where you hear me think, I'm like, yeah, I would like to, but I don't do nothing about it because all of that. Yeah, so we'll see. But I know that my relatives will ask for, hey, do it when you feel like it. Okay, so now let me give you some background a little bit. And if you guys were here for the story, you may recognize some of the people that I'm going to talk about here. So there was a girl, and she was probably the first girl I got with when I moved to Michigan. Now, remember what I said. We moved into this house with her, with the daughter of my mom's friends. Let's call her E. Okay. So E, Oh my goodness. Okay, this is not good. Wow. Nope, I knew that was gonna happen. Ah. Woo. I didn't think we were gonna win that one. Okay. So, during the time that I stayed with E and she was dating someone else, from her, I met another young lady. And this young lady, we'll call her, we can call her D as well. D1, because there was another D that I talked about before, but this is a different one. This is D1. That one was D2 because I met her second. Okay. So D1 and I, we kind of hit it off. I liked how she was pretty straightforward about things. She knew that I liked that. If she wanted something, she asked me for it, She was also very good at reading my body language. And that was big for me because that meant I didn't have to spell things out all the time, Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so she and I had a little bit of a relationship, but she messed up. Okay, hold on, let me see. Loving this story. Shadow ain't a creep. Nope, not even close. And played it cool with the girl. Wish that straightforward approach worked for me. Well, it ain't worked for me yet. But anyway, dating is extra to me. Okay, it is rough. It's rough these days. It was rough then too. Friends is all right, but having a girlfriend is extra. Take your time, man. Shadow pulling out that victory versus that blade. Yeah, I thought I was going to die there. I forgot about that danger sense and all that. I thought I was going to die. All right, but anyway, so we had a little bit of relationship, but here's how she messed up. She liked some guys around the area. So what she decided to do for me is we're supposed to be dating, but she's running around trying to see if she can get with different guys that she liked. All right. But she's dating me, mind you. And people, of course, came by, they would tell me, what she was doing, and I would get all depressed about it. My sister, not Stiletto, the other one, the fighter, she found out about it, and see, she and this girl were kind of sort of acquaintances. Okay. And I mean, I would get depressed to the point where I'd be sitting on my bed playing slow jams. Y'all know, this music that, kind of like people will sit around singing the blues kind of a thing. And I'd just be sitting on my bed, and my sister, she'd come in there and she'd be like, "What's wrong?" Because she know it was a girl. That's the ones that get me that kind of depressed. So she's like, okay. So she went to her and basically told her, "Look, if you're going to get with my brother, then be with my brother. If you don't want to treat him right, then leave him alone." Now, understand, when my sister tells some girl that, there's a threat with it. If she don't, she about to get beat down. That's the threat. And by this time, folks knew enough of my sister to know that. Okay? So, a little bit later on, this girl, D1, came to me and broke up. Told me, maybe we should just be friends for right now and the whole thing. I said, okay, that's fine. Now, during the time that I was dating her, E had broken up with her boyfriend. Now, remember, me and E still, we would talk a little bit on the... I think we're back. Let me get Air Server back up and running. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's not running so great. But I think I caught it in time, so we should be back here. D1, D2. Yep, my mind keeps telling me no, but my body. Don't listen to your body. It'll get you in trouble. Take it from me. Yes, the classic dating 1 million people per day. Oh man, slow jams, man. Oh man, I haven't heard that term in years. Hey. Yep, I'm back. Okay, good. I don't know where I left off. So I'll just go back a little bit. Since you mentioned slow jams. So, did I mention what my sister did? And that she broke up with me, D1. Did you guys hear me say that? And that'll let me know kind of where I was in the story when the stream went down. Woo. Oh, that was a fast recovery right there, bro. Okay. She was gonna knuck up the girl. Okay. What's up, Aiden? How you doing, man? By the way. Yeah. Basically, my sister went to her, told her to treat me right or leave me alone. Okay, good. Y'all heard that. And so, during the time that I had been dating D1, E had broken up with her boyfriend. And I told you her brother was so happy to come and tell me that, but didn't matter because at the time I was dating D1. Well, D1 set me free. She said, let's just be friends. Now, I told you, me and E never stopped just talking, but we would just talk about, school and just, all kind of stuff that was just happening, nothing romantic or anything like that. That was a line that I wasn't about to cross. I was very particular that way. And when D1 broke up with me, of course, word got out. And, because my sister knew, my sister told the brother hurried up and told E. And slowly our conversations changed. She flirted a little bit. And so our conversation started becoming a little more flirtatious. And that all led up to me asking E out. Now, I've told you about her before, but this is the background to that, okay? So I asked her out, in my straightforward manner, told her I liked her and would like to go out with her. I would like her to be my girlfriend. I was very, very plain, okay? No misunderstandings. And she said, yes, okay? But then, not that long later, like the next day or so, she said, wait, no. She said maybe. Then she said yes. Then the next day, she said, let's just be friends. Now, you could understand how I felt. I had just been told, let's just be friends. By the way, I consider friends that F word because of all of this kind of stuff. So I'd already just been told by D1, let's just be friends. And now E is telling me, let's just be friends. So you might understand that I was at this particular point in time fed up with women. I said, you know what? I am done. Forget this. I'm done. I'm tired of all of this. All right. Didn't want to have nothing to do with them. Let me focus on my school. Leave all these girls alone. Okay. That was my attitude. Now, E, even after she said this, continued to call me. She called me the very next day after she said that, okay? And was like, hello? And I'm like, hello? She's like, how are you doing? I'm like, as well as can be expected. And she's like, oh, she was not stupid by any means, very intellectual. And she knew exactly what I meant by that. By this time, we've known each other for a little bit of time. So she knew what I meant by that. You know, I'm not going to pretend that everything is okay, that I don't feel any kind of way. Sorry, not going to do it. I could have hidden my feelings. I could have been like, oh yeah, I'm doing fine. How you doing? You know, I could have done that. Didn't feel like it. I wanted her to know, yeah, you know, you did hurt me. And we used to call each other back and forth. During that entire week, she was the only one that called me. And she called me every day, okay? And I'm just like, she said, let's just be friends. Is this the kind of friends that she wants to be? You know? I'm just like, oh my goodness. And so finally, I'm just like, all right, fine. You know, I just said, all right, we can, you know, talk. And so we basically started talking like we used to. And a little bit later, I learned a little bit more about what was happening behind the scenes. Okay? And it didn't take that long. D1, remember I told you that D1 and her were kind of friends, right? D1 had exhausted her options. In other words, there were a few guys that she was trying to get with, and if she couldn't get with them, then she would have gotten back with me. You know, she basically wanted to shop around to make sure I was the best one in town. And she had exhausted her options. But when she came and, you know, went back, if y'all know, what was it, Kevin Hart? When he said some girls like to put you, you know, under a certain glass, you know, emergency glass, break in case of emergency. That's what she was doing to me. Only I wasn't there when she went to break the glass. Okay. And she found out that me and E were, you know, talking. So what she started doing basically was a smear campaign. She started telling E that all I wanted was to get into her, to get more intimate with her, and that was it. Okay? And of course, that's something that, you know, a girl who may not know me all that well might be worried about. You know, here I am, this boy from New York, you know, who knows what my values are, you know, them New Yorkers. She didn't know anybody from New York. You know, she grew up in Michigan out there. So, and not in a city either. This was rural. And she was not too sheltered, but a bit sheltered. Okay? So D1 was talking to her, telling her all of these things. And so that made her nervous. And that's why she told me, let's just be friends. But then some other girls that had actually tried to get me to do some things with them, and found out that my integrity, the very thing that they liked about me, that they were attracted to, was the very reason I wasn't going to be doing any of them things that they wanted me to do. I don't cheat. Okay, so when I'm in a relationship, that's it. It's me and that person. Extremely monogamous. Okay, very, very, very monogamous. I got a story to tell y'all about that too. But anyway, so she got told by some other girls what was going down and what happened and why D1 was saying what she was saying, because D1 still wanted to get back with me. And D1 continued to want to get back with me pretty much all of her life. And that's no joke. But we'll talk more, because I've mentioned her before, but this is more of a background that you guys can hear. Let me see, who do I want? I want to get with you and where are you, Tigra? I mean, Elsa. There we go. All right, so now that E was, wiser to this, she's like, okay, I gotta, she didn't know how to go about it, because she's already told me, let's just be friends. So as far as I was concerned, friend zone, and I really wasn't trying to, hear any of that. And of course she was shy a little bit, and she was raised proper. And by proper, I mean a girl doesn't go after the guy. Okay, now that was way back when. Yes, it's old fashioned, and I did not grow up with girls like that. All right, from New York, didn't grow up with girls like that. In fact, most of the girls that I got with because they made sure I knew that they were interested. All right, so she didn't know kind of how to go about it. And that's why, and you remember me talking about how she got someone to approach me, one of our mutual friends, female friends, to approach me and ask me, it's like, do you ever give girls a second chance? Now, I'm not dumb either. So I knew exactly who had gotten her to ask this question. And I knew that whatever I told her was going to go right back to her. Okay, but she couldn't come to me directly yet. Okay. She was also scared. She didn't know how I was going to, react. So she was like, okay, do you ever give him a second chance? And that's when I told her the whole thing about that, I asked, and once I've asked, they know how I feel. But if they broke it off, if they are the ones that said, let's just be friends, and they want to change that status, then they need to let me know that they want to change that status. I already put myself out on the line and got rebuffed. Now it's their turn. The very next day, she came over and she had brought a gift. It was so funny. It was so cute. She actually brought a gift that she didn't stay. She drove up, put a little stuffed dog outside of the front door for me, and then left. And then her plan, of course, was to come the next day. Hopefully that had softened me up a bit, and then talk to me that way. Unfortunately, I never saw the dog until she came the next day because I lived in the basement apartment. I didn't use the front door. I went in through the garage or through the side, or there was also a downstairs entrance as well. So when she came over the next day, she was like, hey, how you doing? And of course, I'm like, hey, what's up? And she asked about the dog. I'm like, what dog? And she's like, the dog I left. You didn't see the dog? I went, no. And she was like, oh no, he's been out there all night. And so I opened the front door because of course that's the way she came in, and it was off to the side and neither one of us saw it. But when I went out there was the dog. And it was basically, she had put it like next to the door. But when somebody opened the door, they didn't see it and they pushed it off to the side. So it stayed there all night off to the side and we didn't see it. And so I picked it up and I grabbed it. I still have it to this day, by the way. If you want to see it, I can, hold on. I'm gonna go get it. All right, give me 1 second. Still in my room. Oh, wait a minute. I may have put it away. See if I can get it right quick. All right. See it? That is the dog. That's the dog that she bought me. And it was very special because I was not used to girls buying me things. I was always the one that bought them things. So that was the first time, mind you, I'm in college, but that was the first time that any girlfriend of mine bought me any gift. Throat dry. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. Shreejoy, what's up, man? How you doing? Jocko, what's up? Into her cabin drawer. Yes, Aiden, exactly. Jay, what's up, man? Also annoying is when you're in a relationship, women come at you in bunches. Yes. Get single and disappear. Yes, Jay. Get back to a different relationship. Those same women who disappear come back. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you about that, too. Some of those girls that had issues with my sister, a couple of them actually tried to get with me when I was with E. All right. Shreejoy had insane luck yesterday. Got 5 and 6-star Immortal Abomination. Nice, man. I'm still thinking about whether I want to go for him in the arena or not. LordShaedow ain't no player. He just crushes a lot. I'm definitely not a player. Thanks, bro. I didn't expect that from a batch of 5. Awesome, man. But I would only take him till rank 2. I'll probably take him to 3. And Steve Menezes. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. But Steve, welcome to the shadows. You are our latest shadow dweller. Thank you for following me, man. Appreciate you. Is this LordShaedow flexing how many girls wanted to be with him? Nope. Backstreet, no diggity, no doubt. But the good thing is, Immortal Abomination is highest prestige champ in the science class. Fair enough. Show us the dog. Oh, that's cute. Yep. Very cute. Itins, what's up, man? How you doing? Steve, I'm talking about back when I was in college. No dog that she gave me in college would survive this long. That was a long time ago. Just call you Steve. All right, cool. Yeah, Itins. That beat a dog. All right, so let me get back to the grind here. So she's sitting on the couch. My mom, my grandmother, sisters, everybody split. Okay, so we're in the living room. And she's sitting down and she's like, oh man, she's like all nervous. You know, she's like, well, your mom and your grandmother here. I was like, don't worry about them. I said, my mom and my grandmother, trust me, they're not what you think. I said, my mom and my grandmother are the type that would rush us into a room and close the door. See, they already trust me, and they know that if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm not a little kid, you know, so they're not gonna be one of those types of, like a parent that you have that's always, oh no, you can't go in there, you go into the room and don't close the door. We gotta watch. No, that's not how they work. You know, they trusted in my integrity. So I told her, I was just like, no. And so we're sitting there talking. And then finally, she got around to asking me out. And I remember I mentioned this to you guys, and now you understand why I gave her such a hard time. Why she was like, all right, I would like you to go out with me. And I said, where? Where you want to go? And she goes, no, not that. Go out. I'm like, to a movie? And she was like, you're not going to make this easy for me, are you? And I'm like, no. We both knew, but she had an advantage because she already knew how I felt. Okay. Anyway, eventually I let her off the hook, and we sealed our new relationship with a very deep kiss. And we dated for over a year. Now, while I was dating her, D1, she did all she could to make me jealous. She would go out with this guy or that guy, bring them around, and then basically, what's the word? She was like a cheerleader for them. I'm not thinking of the word right now, but she was like a cheerleader for him. Oh, look, he can do this. Oh, look, he can do that, And the last guy that she did that to was one of the guys that was at that student center when my friend showed, I told you he was a muscular guy, and how one of my boys took him down with one finger, showed him how he could take him down with one finger. Strong though he was, didn't matter. He was one of the guys that was there that they had brought in, trying to intimidate people. But my boy was actually bigger than he was anyway. And nobody that knew my friend wanted anything to do with any kind of fighting. They were going to stay out of it. So I won the intimidation encounters. But anyway, he started dating her, and she would come over to where me and E were sitting, and she was like, hey, look, isn't he great? And we were like, yeah, he's awesome. Congratulations. She was trying to get me jealous. It didn't work. He's like, man, look, he's so muscular and everything. I mean, he's strong too. I'm not muscular. I'm not really strong. I don't care. Neither did E. And so this guy also, he went to my college, and he also had a similar field. He also was into computers with me. And he also could play the piano. And she came over and was like, look, he plays piano so beautifully. And then she would look at me, can you play the piano? Which she knew I couldn't. And I'm like, no, I can't. She's like, oh, okay. What she was doing was so transparent. And it was a little sad, honestly. And she would actually, there was one time she asked me to take her to see this guy. Because, I told you I had a car. And, it's not like I hated her or anything. And so I drove her over there. While we were going, I think she had an idea that he was about to break up. She asked me if she broke up with this guy, would she have a chance? Now, at this time, I was no longer dating E. Okay? But I had already told her, no. I was done. She had basically burnt that bridge. Real good. All while I was dating E, all the antics that she had gotten up to, no. And I saw how manipulative she was. No way. No way. But she was cute. But no. So what happened? All right, Anthony, take care, man. What happened with me and the guy that she eventually, I believe they eventually married. I'm not sure if they ever actually got married, but she had a bunch of kids for him. We became friends. That drove her crazy The guy that she wanted me to be jealous over, that she wanted E to look and go, oh my goodness, you know, we became friends. And that was not in her plan. Let me tell you, that was not in her plan. But he was, you know, pretty cool. His mom was the pastor of a church. And we went to his church a couple of times. And, you know, like I said, we hit it off. But something that I didn't know until later, but what she kept doing to him, and it wasn't right. Now, she's trying to, you know, get me jealous and everything, right? But what she's doing to him, she keeps on throwing me in his face. For all of his talents and, you know, and his looks and everything, she's like, why can't you be more like him? He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. He would do this, you know, really bad. That's not really a nice thing to do. Well, there's another crash. And so I'm just like, you know, when I found that out, I'm like, that's not right. You shouldn't do that. You know, that's how guys get hurt. You know, maybe that's what she was trying to do. You know, drive a wedge between our friendship, you know, so that we would fight or something. Imagine LordShaedow actually kept the real dog. Oh no. Hector and Yeet reached zone 17. I know. Heard about it. Insane. I haven't watched it yet, but I did hear about that. But yeah, dang. I only now see Anthony's good afternoon message, but he just stepped in real quick. This is kind of early, so I'm not surprised some of my regulars can't stay because this is not the normal time for me to stream. Yeah, there was an incursion. It was kind of player run, if I remember correctly. Morningstar is an incursion goddess. Oh yeah. If you play Morningstar well and you get her ramped up, she is one of the best champions in this game, hands down. And I remember, and that was years ago, Yeet is the one that championed Morningstar, and he showed people just how powerful she was. At that time, a lot of people were like, Morningstar, nah, we don't like her, blah blah blah. But yeah, she actually is really good when you ramp her up, but she also has one of the more difficult ramp ups in the game. All right, let's give you a nice little shock right there. Yeah, give you some of that. There we go. Hector was at full health, even at zone 16. Yeah, she has health steal. And if he's not running suicides, it's even easier to maintain that full health. Jordan, Pro 23 Ninja Smith. What's up, man? How you doing? LC, what's up? What's up? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Hadn't seen you in a little bit, man. Highest zone reach till now. Yeah. I've been sort of kind of keeping track. Hercules. Dean. Oh my goodness. Jacob, what's up, man? How you doing? Let me see. No Omega Sentinel. What? Okay, let's switch over to this. Yeah, let's do that. Great women are being discussed. Terrific. I want another drink now. That girl was brought up wrong. Anglican from Rugrats. The ramp up with Morningstar takes getting used to, and that buff mimicking. Yep. Like I said, she is one of the best. Thank you, LC. He's like, you got this. She's one of the best champions in the game with 5 souls. Absolutely. All right, so Shreejoy, I voted for Omega Sentinel. Dazzler wasn't there. Okoye wasn't there. So Omega Sentinel. So anyway, it's a bit of a sad ending actually of D1. So I remember this. We invited them over for dinner, afternoon dinner. This is on a Sabbath afternoon, if you guys are familiar with the Sabbath, on Saturday afternoon. We have a special dinner. Usually it's just with the family, but you know, sometimes we may invite friends as well. Well, I invited D1 and the boyfriend, and because like I said, we were friends by this time. We hit it off well. So they came over and we all, you know, sat around eating and talking and everything. And then a little bit later, he pulled me aside. We went outside to talk, left D1 in there talking with my sisters and all of that. And he had a quick question. You know, he had a concern for me. The concern was about D1. Now, remember what I told you, that she never stopped wanting to get back with me. And it was pretty obvious to most people. So he was worried, you know, he wanted to really get into a serious relationship with her, but he was afraid that he would get into a relationship and then I would want her back and take her from him, because he knew that for all of his talents and everything, he couldn't compete because she had fallen for me a long time ago. She just messed up and wanted to play around and, you know, figured that she could always just come back and have her cake and eat it too, kind of a thing. And so I told him, you know, I was like, no, I said, that's not going to happen. And he even told me something that I didn't know. He was like, he said, I know she still has feelings for you. He's like, all during dinner, she's watching you. And he goes, and I know you weren't watching her because I was watching you. So I know you didn't see it because, and he's right, I was not looking at her. You know, I was chatting with, you know, other people at the dinner table. The only time I looked at her is when I was talking to her, you know, and see, he saw all that. Duke, Gecko, what's up, man? How you doing? D1 is a girl that I dated in Michigan, back in college. And so anyway, they eventually got together. And like I said, I don't know if they actually got married or if they just shacked up. But things didn't go very well. He got on drugs. She got on drugs. For her first child, I was there at the hospital with her. Asked me where he was. I don't know. But he wasn't there. He had come to me much later, begging me to take her. This same guy who said, I'm worried that you will come and, you know, ask and get her back. Now he wants me to do that. And I told him very sadly and reminded him of our conversation. I said, and I told you, if she ever leaves you, it won't be to come to me. And he was just like, okay. And I know he went through it. I believe she ended up having about 4 or 5 kids with him. And I didn't meet the other ones, but they all knew me. I remember when I went to Michigan to visit, they were having an alumni up around my college. And she was still up there living in one of the areas nearby. And when she found out that I was up there, you know, she called. And just gives you an idea of how she was. And she knew how I prefer things. She goes, hey, how you doing? I was like, hey, what's up? You know, now I had been living in Georgia for a while now. You know, she's got, you know, 4 kids, maybe 5, I don't remember. And by this time, you know, my mom, who is a teacher or was a teacher, had actually taught her kids. You know, my mom taught K through 3. And so she taught some of her kids. And she called me up and was like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. How about yourself? You know? And she goes, so, are you dating anyone right now? And I'm like, no. She goes, oh. She goes, and do you have a car? I said, yeah, I have a car. She goes, good. So you got no excuse not to come and visit me. I knew better. If I didn't want to get entangled, not to go visit her, and I didn't, and I never saw her again. But she put her kids on the phone, and they all knew who I was. That was a little scary. They hadn't met me, but they knew who I was, which means she was talking about me to them a lot. But sadly, and this is why I said it's kind of a sad ending, but I found out not that long ago that she passed away, and they believe it was HIV. And that's not surprising considering the drug use and all of that that she had going on. And she may even have turned to prostitution because I don't think she ever finished college. And the guy who got her with all these kids was on drugs, but I don't know what her situation was. The time that my mom taught her kids, that was when my mom was teaching at a public school, a local public school, for a little bit. So she would have been able to send her kids there for free, but she wasn't doing well financially. And I didn't know any of this stuff, of course, because we didn't keep in touch. But yeah, so apparently things had not gone very well for her at all. And, but yeah, that's what I heard. And of course I got sort of depressed because I'm thinking I might have been able to, you know, prevent all of that, you know? And you know how you do, you start thinking, what if I had, you know, gotten back with her, would any of that kind of stuff had happened, you know? No way to really tell. You know, she may have still done all that, and I may have gone, you know, as well. So, but sad end to that story of D1. But we never got together, and that's why I can tell you she had never really stopped trying to get with me. And if I had gone to visit her, there's no doubt that she would have put some heavy moves on me. No doubt. Big homie did not use the Jada Pinkett entanglement. I love me some Jada. That's a little scary that the kids knew who Shadow was. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Dean. I don't know what's going on there. But I never met him. Never met him. Still haven't met them. LordShaedow is the real mastermind? Not really. And also, this story Shadow is telling can be a Tyler Perry movie. And it's real. It's a real one, man. You drove them to do it in drugs. No, I think the relationship they were in drove them. But I do wonder if I could have avoided them. I could have helped them avoid that, you know? If not a Hallmark movie. Yeah. So, guys, I'm just giving you a glimpse into my life during my college years and a bit after, okay? So when somebody comes to me and they say, hey, how was your weekend? And I say, uneventful. Now you understand why that's a good thing? Because when I had eventful weekends and days and times, it was usually not good. It was usually some sort of drama. Hence why I don't like drama, why I don't watch movies that are overly dramatic. You know, any of these real reality shows or anything, I do not watch. My life was just fine. I didn't need to watch any of that stuff. And after a while, it was getting to me, and there's no way I want to watch a lot of that stuff going on, you know? And I still don't know what happened to him. Once I moved down here, I haven't seen him. I don't know whether he died of an overdose or he got off drugs and went to rehab. I don't know what's going on. But this is something that the story that I was telling you, this was back in like the late 80s, early 90s. And when I went back up to visit, I don't remember exactly, but I believe it was after 2000, the year 2000. So we're still talking about, you know, a long time since some of these took place. But she passed away a few years ago, not too long ago. Shadow, there's no fixing that lady. Probably not, man. But you know, I can't help but wonder and be sad that it ended, you know, like that for her. Probably is a good thing that I didn't live back up there, because if I had heard she was sick, I would have gone over there. That's just kind of how I am. And but yeah, after so many years, he still went for you. Absolutely. That's how I know that it hadn't changed. Her feelings had not changed. See, that was one of the things that I liked about her. She was very straightforward, like me, like I prefer to be. And she knew that I liked that. So she never beat around the bush. When she asked about whether I was dating, I already knew what she was asking. And then when she asked if you have a car, I knew why she was asking that. You have no girlfriend. So that means that my rules, there wouldn't be cheating. Because see, if I was dating, then there's nothing that she could have possibly done to get me to do anything. And she would know that even trying when she knew I was dating someone would piss me off. That's how I am. You know, if you know I'm dating somebody, don't try to get with me. If you know, don't try to get with me, because all that does is reveal your character to me, and it's ugly. I don't care how pretty you look on the outside, you look ugly to me when you do that. And she knew that. All right, Dean, take care, man. So, let me see who. Yeah. We got you and you. So she asked the relevant questions. There was no obstacles to her putting the moves on me, basically. And she, like I said, she made it very, very plain on that. You know, I can't do the nonverbal inflections in her, you know, talking to me, but just trust me. She made it very clear. You try to catch you later. All right, Dean. Yeah, it's not looking like my sister is going to be able to catch it. I'm surprised, though. Usually she's awake by now, because it's noon. It's lunchtime now. Let me see something. Let me check. Make sure she hasn't tried to call, but nope. No, she hasn't tried to call. In Shadow's world, eventful equals drama. Exactly, Dean, exactly. So I was correct to not give... No. I just had a rocky time when it came to relationships. But some people have a great time in their relationships. Now, I'll tell you this, even though my relationships usually ended, generally during the relationship, it was wonderful. When I was dating E, it was awesome. It was wonderful. It was only towards the end, and when her parents learned that I was not going to be pursuing a doctorate in anything, and they started adding pressure, you know, like anytime we had, because, you know, we're both in school. So the weekend was usually the time that we would spend time together. They would make sure they scheduled family outings that she had to go to. You know, things like that they would do. adding more pressure to the relationship until finally we eventually broke up. And it was more of a mercy, kind of like a mercy killing, because I'm very reluctant to break up with anyone at that time. Very reluctant. And she knew that. And so she basically, put it this way, after what I was going through towards the end, most guys would have broken up with her already. And she knew that. But she also knew how I was. And so she was like, okay. It was more of a acknowledgement that, we weren't going to be allowed to be together. And she was not going to be able to fight her family on this. So we kissed for one last time, and that was it. And we saw each other a few times after that. I saw her at a party, which surprised me because her parents let her go to a party. I was like, whoa, but we saw each other at the party, and we talked and everything, and we danced and all that. Like I said, it was never any animosity between us, even after we were no longer dating. Even right now, she's married with kids. And if she were to call me, we would talk and chat. I have no hatred towards her at all. Come on. There we go. Now, mind you, all of this that I'm talking about happened before the stories that I told you about D and Y and my best friend, who, he wasn't in the picture at this point in time. We hadn't even met yet. So this was early in my college life, freshman year. Let's see. He's in the psych ward now. LordShaedow pushed them to drugs, then insanity. I hope not, man. But yeah, he was going through some things. Slegator, what's up, man? I am not a heartbreaker. I'm the one that usually gets his heart broken almost every single time. That's why when people are asking me, why, are you single? I went through a lot. I got my heart broken a lot, and I just got tired. And then when I was like, okay, maybe I'm willing to try again, I was working so much that I didn't really go out anywhere to meet anyone. I was not used to going out places by myself. Not from New York, not from Michigan. I don't like it. I don't like just going out by myself. So the idea of me hitting up, someplace alone, don't like it. And most of my friends got married, moved away. The last one is not even here anymore. He moved to Texas to live with, his wife had a house down there. I think, they bought a house together down there, but she lived down there. They met when she was visiting up here, and he moved down there where she was, and they both bought a house together. And, I sometimes I keep in touch with him a little bit on email, but, we used to go out as well and hang out. So, all of that, whoop, another crash, all of that was, still in there, still in the background. King, Adam, I'm assuming that's you, Adam Warlock, or is it? But welcome to the shadows. You are our latest shadow dweller. Thank you for following me on Twitch, man. Yeah, doing a Dex of Blades Special 2 still seems more satisfying. I do a little bit of it. My dating has about the same luck. Seems like I always pick a girl that has issues or is like crazy. Yeah, I tend to be attracted to, not always, but I do tend to be attracted to girls that I really shouldn't be getting with, shall we say, that don't share my values or anything like that. And then what happens is, we get involved and then that becomes very apparent, and then I'm like, okay, no, I can't, continue this or whatever. Duke, what I do for a living now is what you see here. Don't know if I will continue with this being my only source of income, but right now, this is my only source of income. I'm not going to get depressed over something that I can just get from playing games. Stick with it, man. That's what I say. LordShaedow's not a heartbreaker. He's a throne breaker. I'm not even throne breaker yet. Although I can actually rank up. I can get a rank 3 right now if I want to. But we'll see. I'm waiting until after Cyber Weekend. After Cyber Weekend. But yeah, Duke, this is what I do. It does not make a lot of money right now, but I have plans to expand, do more games. I'm going to create another channel. Both me and my sister, Stiletto Greene, we're going to stream together a lot of the other games. And it'll be on a new YouTube channel and on my current Twitch channel. And hopefully, I'll actually make enough money to be self-supportive. Right now, I'm making it with assistance. Ooh, I should have fired off his special one. I forgot that his special one is now what once was his special 2. There we go. Yeah, need to get some merch. I thought about getting some merch back when Dorky Diggity Dave had merch. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And I actually talked it over with Super Vega Man, or Vega Man, because he could do the artwork for the merch for me. And he's who I would get. But I'm actually a little worried about him because the last time he came by on the stream, he let us know that he had COVID and he was quarantined. And I have not heard from him since that stream. Let me see. Yeah, no. I sent him a message and have not heard from him. Let me take a look here. And I don't even see a read receipt. So he hasn't even seen my messages. I was talking to him a little bit about the Alliance and some of what was going on in the Alliance. Let me look. Yeah, he has not. The last time. Yeah, the last time I heard from him online was September 11th. Now, he was on the stream since then, but I sent him a message. Let me see. I sent him a message. Let me see. Uh-oh. Here we go, guys. So she did finally wake up. She probably ate lunch. That's why she's late. Hello. So Stiletto Greene finally shows up. At least it didn't make my title out to be a liar, since I had her name in the title.
Nobody told you to start streaming all hours of the morning. I
already told him how lazy you is and don't want to wake up. Redwood, what's up, man? How you doing? Jocko, I don't know who my first rank 3 6-star is going to be yet. We're going to wait until Cyber Weekend. I may have better options after Cyber Weekend. But at this point, I have a Science Tier 5 class catalyst formed. So it could be Wasp, it could be Invisible Woman. Those are the two options that I have right now. I need Prestige, and neither one of them are awakened right now. So we shall see. But how you doing, Stiletto? Good morning to you, even though it's afternoon. Did you have a good lunch?
Leave me alone. I've been dealing with your mama
Uh-huh.
after what you did.
Which was? KT1, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, man.
Hey, Big Sexy.
Oh, Big Sexy, you came in right on time. What it do? Uh-oh.
You cursed Walmart.
Oh, did I now?
Yep.
What did I curse on Walmart? Oh, hemorrhage. It's over with.
They canceled our orders.
Oh, okay.
They had something happen that they weren't able to do today.
Oh, I mean, oh man, that's a shame.
It ain't funny.
My bad. I'm so sorry to hear that.
And woke me up earlier because it alerted my phone, and I thought I was being cute and had the alarm as a song. I didn't realize it was going to play the whole song every time it was for an alarm. It's waking me up.
Duke, never mind working and watching some gameplay. It is, man. I'm crushing on how Stiletto just said my name. And she just woke up. So you got that sleepy bedroom voice of hers.
Not too much. Just
fact,
too much.
You know, you sound like she's trying to get in trouble. Yep. That's what you sound like.
She's always trying to get in trouble.
You know?
And she always finds it.
I know, right? Okay. Anyway. Oh, what is this?
Guys, I could have come in earlier when you were talking about your romantic conquest and stuff, but I was like, ugh.
Yeah, whatever. I don't mind you not coming in then. You lived through the stuff.
I know.
You don't need to hear it.
I know.
Oh, now, guys. So, you already heard just a little bit of a background, right? When I moved down here to Georgia, I needed to get a car. Went over to this place to get a car. I'm gonna let my sister, Stiletto, tell you what happened when we went to the car dealership. Okay, this was, oh man, when was this? It had to be around 97, 98, somewhere around there.
I think it was 90, 96, 97, because I hadn't graduated yet, I don't think.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna let her tell you what happened. Yeah, I told you what happened with D1. I told you what happened with E. But she gonna tell you what happened with L. No, go ahead.
So, my mother, my brother, and my nephew and me, we all went to help Shadow get a car. Now, when we arrived at the place, I want you to know we did not realize what we were in for. We pull up to the place, and this girl flings herself out the door to the car dealership, nearly crawls on all fours over to Shadow. And the whole time she's talking, hey, glad you came back. Oh yes, I have a card just for you. Oh yes, I'm so glad you came back. Oh yes, Shadow. I mean, she was obviously thirsty. Girl was thirsty. Let me tell you. So we're walking through, and every time Shadow looks at a card that he likes, yes, that would be perfect. And my mother and me are looking at each other like, what on earth is going on with this woman? She in a desert. She ain't seen water for like, what, 80 days or something. That's how she was acting. By the way, I want you to know, this was a tall lass. She was tall. She topped Shadow by a good 3 or 4 inches, minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she talked to him, she turned into a hump and pitched herself down so that she could compact herself to his height.
It was amazing, guys.
It was something. So finally Shadow chooses a card that he wants, and they go to start talking about the financial aspects. Now, this woman wasn't in for the financial aspect. She was just a saleswoman. So my brother and my mother go in there because they're the ones who are doing the financial stuff. And me, I'm just standing out in the hallway, minding my own business, as I am wont to do. And little nephew's running around like a crazy person. And now where I'm standing, I'm standing in the hallway, and I'm facing the door to the room where my brother and my mother are sitting, and they can see me in the hallway. Apparently they don't trust me not to get in trouble on my own, so they wanted to be able to see me, which I feel is unfair. I don't look for trouble. Trouble finds me. And lo and behold, did trouble find me. Hey, Dr. J. So trouble finds me. This woman comes slinking through the hallway. Now, when I say slinking, I want you to know she has pressed herself back against the wall.
We couldn't see her, by the way.
She was
Only my sister could see her. We couldn't see her in there because we were sitting down.
You know what? Let me tell the story.
Okay, go ahead.
She was a thin lass, let's say.
What's up, Dr. J?
And she had scooted herself against the wall on the same side as the room. So when they looked out, all they could see was me.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Waddington? Waddington's son? How you doing, man?
Now, if it had been somebody else, like some of the other girls he'd known, they would have been able to see her. But they couldn't, because she had backed herself up against this wall and sideways. You couldn't see her. That's how thin she was. You could not see her. So she starts questioning me. Oh, does Shadow have a girlfriend? I'm like, nah, he ain't got no girlfriend. She's like, whisked herself up into a knot on the wall and says, well, you know, I got a house and I got a good paying job. All I need is a husband. Meanwhile, I'm looking at her and talking with her. I'm like, oh, well, he's, and I catch from the corner of my eye, my own family, my mother and my brother looking at me like I'm crazy, like I'm talking to thin air. So finally they come out, and of course by the time they came out, she had scuttled off. Like a little spider or something. Just whoosh, gone. They said, who you? I said, I was talking to her. They said, she was there? I said, yeah, she was there pressed up against the wall. You couldn't see her. She's not that big. But my family straight out thought I was talking to myself in the hallway. And they didn't even get up to come to me and say, oh, is something wrong that you're talking to yourself? No, they just sat there and stared at me in horror. Like, oh, we knew it was coming. This girl finally done lost her mind. Well, how we gonna tell her she gotta sit in the back of the car from now on? I don't know what we gonna do. I'm like, y'all didn't think to get up and see if there was somebody else? No, they just knew I was talking to nobody, because apparently that's something they feel I would do. But yes, this woman was hunting shadow. She had herself a house to put him in. She had a good paying job. All she needed was that marriage certificate for him. It was something else.
Let's see if I still have it.
What, her card?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you do.
I don't know. I might. It was a fancy card. That's why I kept it.
Yeah, sure. That's why you kept it.
One of
And
the
it's
reasons
not
I
like
kept
the girl was ugly either. She was good looking.
Yeah, she wasn't ugly.
Nice, tall.
No, I don't have it.
Except for being tall, she was his type. But girl was thirsty. Had it all planned out. She met my mama. She was all on the best behavior and everything.
Yeah.
She was ready to jump in that family.
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on your perspective, I had been heartbroken one too many times. This was still early after I had left from Michigan and all of that stuff that went through. Do you remember what I told you about D2 and why and, all that happened with that? So, I didn't even tell you about K. So all of that. And when I moved down, I basically was like, I am done with relationships. Let me just focus on working and leave these girls alone. So she got me while I was in that mood. I was not trying to get in any relationship. I wasn't trying to encourage any relationship at all. But yeah, she did not look bad at all. Hey, baby Cham, what's up, man?
No, my brother got appealed. We once watched him being chased through a grocery store by like a herd of girls. It was amazing.
Now, let me explain something to you guys. Y'all hear this, right? But I want you to know why these things happen to me. It's not because I look good, okay? Understand that right now. I don't look good. I didn't have the body and, none of that stuff. The girls who chased me either knew me. Remember I said I had many friends that were female.
So?
And I also, there goes another crash. I also had a reputation. You've heard me talking about my integrity. When girls found out about my values and my integrity and how I treat women and all of that, that's why those things happen. Also, they like to torment me. Girls like to torment me. Even if they're not trying to get with me, they would still chase me anyway. Understand that. So, you know, don't think, oh, he got chased by all these girls. No, it wasn't a bunch of girls that actually wanted to get with me. Some of them did. But when they were doing that, it was because they were playing and they wanted to torment me. And if they got a hold of me, yeah, it could have been mighty embarrassing. Let's just say that. So I ran. Let's see. Let me see. El Nino, what's up, man? The only problem with this story is that LordShaedow is not with her. Why the hate on her? Pretty, makes good money. They should all be that. Oh yeah, I have no hate for her whatsoever. That's what I said. The only reason that we didn't date at all was because of my, you know, I was basically still heartbroken and was not trying to get into a relationship at all. And it was a long time, years, before I said, okay, maybe I'll try. And long time, hadn't even spoken to her. I used to keep her card, you know, because I was like, you know, maybe one of these days, you know, I can, you know, call her and be like, hey, you know, you still single, you know? But yeah, it wasn't, you know, we're not hating on her at all. Now, my sister, though,
I think she could have done better, frankly.
Yeah, see, my sister, on the other hand, just thought that all that she was doing, all of this stuff, was mighty suspicious. It wasn't her looks, it wasn't her job, but it was just, I guess, her thirstiness.
I was like, okay, I could see if...
She was more amused than hating on her, by the way.
Yeah, I was amused because I have seen girls chase after my brother before, but she was... See, if you looked at her...
She didn't look like she...
like the typical professional woman and everything.
Yep.
And then as soon as she saw my brother, boom, it just melted away. And she was like a little girl again. I was like...
It was amazing. Now, I hadn't met her. We talked on the phone. And she was flirting even then. I guess she liked my voice. Go figure. Some people like to hear my voice. And so I'm sure she had some image of what I look like. I probably disappointed her, but I don't think she cared. Lightskins, what's up, man? Thank you for that $5 super chat. Hey, bro, nice to see you, and I hope you're having a good day. I'm having a real good day now. You sent me over a super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Well, El Nino, he just wasn't about it right then. He was still in the rebound phase, and he wasn't really about it. She timed it wrong. If she timed it just like a year later, she probably would have got him.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
It would have been a few years later.
She would have got him. And I guarantee you, there was nothing wrong with that woman.
Sure wouldn't.
If she walked into any place, any bar, any singles joint and everything, she would have been swarmed. I think that's what got her, that you didn't swarm her when you saw her.
And see, I don't do that.
And you were just the same as you were on the phone. And she said, oh, yes. And because she's a salesperson, she knows a good deal when she sees one.
And I'll tell you this much, and I've learned this over the years, mainly because girls have told me this. But what they see in me is they can tell that I'm attracted to them, but I have very good self-control. And it's almost like a challenge to them to see if they can break that control. So a lot of them, that's what they're after. They want to see me lose control, and they want to be the ones to get me to lose that control.
She had a house, good paying job. All she needed was a husband.
And what's funny is that later when we were leaving, she said in what do you call it, a stage whisper, to my sister, "Now don't tell him what we talked about." In front of me, my mom, my nephew, everything. That's what she said to my sister.
Now, she had already said when she was on the wall not to tell him. And I said, okay, I won't. But I guess she wanted to make sure I wasn't a person who kept my word. So she did that stage whisper, so I beat.
And when she said that, of course, my mom is like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Huh, okay." And that's how I found out about the same story that she told you. That's how I found out about it, because we couldn't see it. So we didn't know. Oh, man. I still remember her, boy. Unlikely to forget
Miles. Shadow has clocked running from girls.
You're not kidding. I remember I used to tell my mom, this is early on, I used to tell my mom that I hated going hated going up on campus. Hold on for a second. I just remembered something I saw. Can I do a search? Whoops.
You know, El Nino, that would have been, you know, reasonable, except for the fact that all this with the wall and all that took place after he'd already committed to buying the car. So she would have been able to turn it off then, but she didn't.
Well, actually, I'll tell you what happened. Well, I think, did we get the car from there?
Yeah, you did.
We did get that car, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if we got it there or we got it from a different place.
No, we got it there.
Okay.
She'd already done her job and gotten it, and you were just in there because you were in the room signing all the papers and everything. Duke, are you still here? Duke Gecko. I remember you asked a question earlier, and I saw it, and I meant to answer you, and then I started talking about the story and reading comments. Yeah, I think that's about the time the stream was going down. Like Jacob said, I have to deal with a witch myself that's trying to get me fired. See, I didn't see all of those. I voted Hercules, and then you asked him, was I Jewish? Jacko says Jehovah's Witness. And then you asked, what's a D1? And some of that I missed. I don't know if you're still here, but not Jewish, Seventh-day Adventist. But it's the same Sabbath. It's the biblical Sabbath. It's the Sabbath that the Jews did keep, but it was not a Jewish Sabbath. It's what the Bible teaches. So anyone that keeps the Sabbath the way the Bible teaches it will worship on Saturday. So I just wanted to answer that. Not sure if you're still here though. But yeah, Baby Cham, I'm trying to remember. It was like a semi-new car. It was a car that they sold as new, but did have one owner, but he must have had buyer's regret or something. So he bought it, but then he returned it. So it had very, very low miles, and they sold it as new. But it wasn't the kind of car that I really wanted. And later on, me and my mom switched. She likes the bigger cars. And I forget what type of car it was. Was it a station wagon? Not a station wagon. But it was a one of the bigger cars. And I remember when her car went down, she couldn't afford to get the car that I had. So what we did was, when we went to get her a car, we bought a Beretta. And then I drove the Beretta, and she drove my car, but I paid for my car and she paid for hers. Until we finished paying for them. Whoopsie. Sometimes I can... Officer Maxon, I was late too.
Hey, Elder, how you doing, man? Hypnosis, how you doing, man? Let's see. El Nino says she could be playing all the single dudes looking for a car the same way. You're right. Don't know. Be careful, my friend. It could have been she was playing y'all to seek a car. It's true. Could have.
I already addressed that.
Don't know what was going on with her, to be honest. Yes, but I didn't. See, what is that old saying? As one door closes, another one opens. She could have been the one. Won't know. And I'm definitely not interested in looking her up. I'll tell you that. I still remember her name. I'm not looking her up.
Maybe I should look her up.
No, that's okay. She might still be thirsty. But I remember what reminded me of the question that Duke had asked earlier was that this was a time during that same Sabbath dinner that I was talking about. One of them, my mom laughingly told a story about her experience up on campus. So on campus, Friday night, there was always these, little gatherings that we would have to bring in the Sabbath, because the Sabbath is from sunset to sunset. So Friday night sunset to Saturday sunset. That's also why you will never see me streaming, by the way, during that time. Sunset to sunset, you will not see me stream. And any videos that I put out will come out after the sun sets at the earliest. So if I have something that I just want to get out to you on Saturday, it'll be in the evening once the sun has set. And we do keep track of when the sun sets. So anyway, Friday evening, and I believe this was during the... They would have these Friday evening Vespers and what have you, but they would have it at different places. The boys' dorm, there were two of them. They would sometimes have it in one of the boys' dorm, and it was the boys' dorm that was actually the co-ed dorm. So that was where older boys, married couples, that was the dorm where they usually were. But you did have some of the younger boys as well there. And you also had the girls' dorm. And I remember telling my mom I didn't like going to the girls' dorm when they had it in the girls' dorm, because them girls basically were thirsty and they would hunt me. So my mom, of course, figured I was exaggerating. But this day, and this was after, it was right after it happened. So let me explain how we do things. So we don't cook during those hours. So on Friday, which is the day we prepare, and maybe even on Thursday, we will make food and then we'll just warm it up and eat it during the Sabbath. So Sabbath dinner, we have like in the afternoon, maybe also in the evening, and it was already made Friday during the day before sunset. So when we all came home that afternoon, after we had Vespers or what have you, and I think it might have been I think it was Vespers, not Sabbath school. My mom, we warmed up the food, and as soon as we sat down to eat, my mom started laughing and telling the story of what she saw with her own eyes. Basically, she saw me in the girls' dorm with my back against the wall. I had a couple of friends, guy friends, and some girlfriends around me, but she didn't come over and say anything. She watched, and she says she watched them girls give me blatant hunter looks. You know how a hunter would look at its prey? She watched them walked by. They were not even playing, guys. They were looking me up and down, making it very, very obvious. I had my back to the wall because I ain't want nobody accidentally brushing me in places that I didn't need to be brushed right then. Have me thinking thoughts that I don't need to be thinking right then. Anyway, so she laughed because I had told her this, but she never saw it and didn't believe it. And she saw it then. Because I usually avoided going there. You know, it's like going into the den of hunters. And the reason this is not because I, you know, look great and everything like that. You know, it was because I had a reputation. And all the girls there talked about me. You know, every girl that I dated, they talked about me and they had great things to say. You know, the worst thing that one of them might say would have been they tried to get me to do something that I wouldn't do, that they really shouldn't have been trying to get me to do in the first place. In other words, the worst thing they said about me was that I had some integrity. And that made me very desirable to a lot of girls because, you know, that meant that they could play, they could tease me, they could torture me, they could go as far as they wanted to, and they knew that they were safe with me, you see. So that was the reputation that I had, and many of them saw it as a challenge. Ghost Fade, what's up, man? How you doing? Ooh. I was about to take a sip, but the fight had already started. Hope Stiletto ain't fall asleep. I ain't hearing nothing. I knew it.
That story was so long and convoluted.
Uh-huh. Exactly, Alexander. Well, not quite. But there was just a line that I would not cross. Although
I was talking about the one where we went into the supermarket and the girls started coming from different areas of the supermarket all to stop past you and introduce themselves to your mother. Larry Lane's been doing 4 arenas.
Ooh. I haven't touched the other arenas, but I'm going to later on today. I'm definitely going to do that. So yesterday, my sister Stiletto here was talking about different anime that certain scenes really killed us. Now, you guys know that, or you may not know, but given how much drama you've been hearing, you know why I have a policy of no drama and all of that, and why I avoid watching things that are overly dramatic. It may have a little bit in there, but if it's too much, I usually don't want to watch it, especially if it's the main theme. So what we end up watching as anime usually is comedies and action and a mixture of the two. Sometimes there might be a little romance or something like that, but generally it's going to be a comedy of some sort. And there are some scenes that stand out that we are in tears. Now, while I can probably remember the scenes, my sister can remember what anime it was. And see, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'd describe a scene and tell you about it, and you'd say, oh, what anime was that? And I wouldn't be able to tell you. So now that she's online, much, much better. Now, some of them I do remember, but I'll let her tell you some of the scenes in a minute. El Nino just duped my void. Woo! Are you using your void? No. And where is he best used? I use him only in the arena. But he's good to use when you need heal, block, and reversal. If you have somebody that's healing a lot, buffet nodes, he does really good against buffet. But that's where traditionally he's been used. All right. High school D, yeah. We watched Obed, what's up? Yeah, we watched High School DxD. Got game, what's up, man? Shadow is Professor X worthy of using a generic awakening gem. I don't remember his signature ability enough to be confident in telling you that, got game. I don't remember if his signature ability is that central to his worth. So probably you want to ask somebody else. I don't have him, so I haven't really looked into it. You duped your 4-star Void, Laren Lane. Cool. But yeah, got game. I don't know enough to know whether his signature is a must-have. All right, Stiletto, take it away.
I would say one of the first ones had to be Chio's School Road.
Oh, Lord. I already know the scene.
Good, then you can describe it. Because I can't do it without laughing.
So, guys, on this anime, this girl, it's an anime on her adventures getting to school and leaving school. You know, that road back and forth between school and home. And she's amazing. She has some great adventures. One of the adventures, I forget how it came to be that she was climbing up this wall, but she was trying to get out of sight. And when she got up there, she couldn't climb down because that would be embarrassing because people would see her climbing down and wonder what she was. No,
she was using the roofs to get to school because her normal shortcut, there was construction there, and she would have had to go around the long way and been late.
Oh, was that episode?
Yeah.
Okay. See?
Someone has joined the shadows.
DJ! Welcome to the shadows. You are our latest shadow dweller. Welcome, man. Thank you for following me over on YouTube here. Slarm, what's going on, man? How you doing? So anyway, as you heard, she was traveling across the rooftops because her normal route was blocked off. And I don't remember how she ended up in the bathroom, but she was trying to climb down without being seen.
You mixed up two of them.
Are you talking about the bathroom scene?
Yes, the first part wasn't the bathroom scene. What happened was, for the bathroom scene, which is what I thought you were going to, which is why I was wondering why you were talking about the first episode. The bathroom scene, she downed a huge bottle of green tea.
Oh, I remember now.
And had to go to the bathroom really bad. And she couldn't find a bathroom near her. And then next thing she knows, she sees a bathroom just in time because she is about to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And she dashes into the bathroom and uses it. And all is fine with the world. Except she had dashed into the first available bathroom, and it was the boys' bathroom.
So that's the scene. She just finished using the bathroom, but now she's in the men's bathroom. Oh, this is not good.
That's what she said. And she didn't want to be seen coming out of the guys' bathroom, so she was trying to find a way. Now, in the meantime, she's in the bathroom, and you'll expect what happened. A guy came in to use the bathroom.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, she's in a stall, and she's like, oh, no. So she's, like, sitting on the toilet, just, like, covering her ears. but she didn't want to hear the guy going to the bathroom. So the guy walks in, nice and sweet, and like doot 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 doot. The next thing you hear is,
you heard screaming, guys. Screaming from the next stall. And what made me really crack up was how they did it. So they showing you her, right? And you're seeing her face. And there's a slight delay between the scream and her reaction while her brain catches up to what she's hearing. And the look on her face, the horror on her face. And I was like, oh my goodness, that was hilarious. And she started mumbling. She said something about, please don't, what's going on over there? Don't let me find out. Please, God, don't ever let me find out what's going on over there. That, if you saw that look, because like I said, she had a blank look, because, she's sitting there like, okay, she's listening, she's done, and she wants to get out, but so she just needs to wait for this guy to leave. So she's just sitting there, listening, waiting for, him to leave. And instead of her hearing him leaving, she hears him let out this scream. And so she's like, she's looking like this first, and then she goes, oh, and of course she can't make any noise. Not that he would have heard over that scream he was making. And he screamed out, and you could hear the toilet flush it and everything. And finally, when he was done, he goes, whew, that was one doozy of a toozy. And then he left. I was done. We had to rewind that scene, and a couple of times it almost killed us.
It really did almost kill us.
That was definitely one of those that stood out. I had forgotten how she had gotten in that bathroom though, but I remembered the bathroom scene itself. Oh my goodness. She
just ran into the bathroom because she had to go to the bathroom so bad. And the boys' one was nearer to her than the girls.
That was hilarious, man. All right, Alexander says that he thinks that Professor X is worthy of a generic. Okay. Obed says it gives him charges faster and prowess potency. That could be quite useful then. I got so much 4-star, I keep getting dupes. Good, because the more dupes you get, the more 5-star shards you get. And the more 5-star shards you get, the more 5 stars you can open. So that's actually pretty good. That's what you want to do. That's what I wanted you to do.
Then there's Hayaku.
Oh, another crash. About on time, because it's been like 2.5 hours now. But since my sister joined us, we'll stick it out for a little bit.
Do you remember Hayaku? It's about volleyball.
Oh yeah, that one. That was fun. For that one, it was more the expressions on their faces. Honestly. The situation was, okay, but it was just the looks on their faces that got me. They just had these, I don't know.
I will not laugh.
Yeah, it was like, I'm not going to laugh, but I have this Cheshire Cat type grin on my face. Some of them had a combination of Grinch grins on their face. It was just, it's hard for me to even describe it well. But yeah, that one was also a pretty good one.
We're not even going to talk about the world's strongest.
Which scene?
The dragon.
Oh Lord. Guys. So the anime is called what? The world's strongest? What's that?
The world's weakest to the world's strongest.
The world's weakest to the world's strongest.
Arefuta.
The scene, they were fighting a dragon. Okay? And he was pretty strong. The dragon, rather, it was decently strong, but the guy, the main character, oh, wow. Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Hold on, we need to finish this boy off.
Hey, Apex Predator.
There we go. Whew, that was close. Apex Predator, what's up, what's up? Okay, before we continue then, you know what we got to do. Especially since certain people won't do it live. Hold on, let me find it here. There we are. Here we go.
He's the king of the beast. Are you in his pride? Have you hitched a ride with the Apex Predator? He's the king of the beast. He can smell your fear in this biosphere. He's the Apex Predator.
All right, here we go. Let me put back our regularly scheduled music.
Hey, Man Falcon.
Man Falcon, what's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, man. We got Apex Predator. We got Man Falcon. Now, for you guys, you may not have known this, but I went live 2.5 hours ago. So we won't be doing the full, we won't be going for another 2 hours. I'm trying to just finish up my 5 stars here, and then we'll call it. So, but anyway, so in this anime, this guy, the main character, was fighting this dragon and beat the dragon. Okay, dragon falls down to the ground. His classmates or whatever, because they were all out there fighting, I guess, or hunting the dragon, are there. And so he is saying, okay, the dragon is tough, but it has one weakness. You could, the weakness was behind it. It had scales all over, but, where it pooped was not armored up. So to kill this dragon, you could attack it there. All right? So his classmates are like, ooh, because that just sounds horrible. And he's just like, whatever. If you watch the series, you'll know he's been through a lot, and that kind of thing ain't gonna bother him. He's had his arm eaten in front of him. He chased down the creature that ate his arm and ate the creature's arm in front of the creature before he killed it. Okay? So he's been through some stuff, and shoving, a stick into a dragon's rear don't rank up to the worst things that's been going on with him. So he gets behind there and he shoves this wooden beam right up the dragon's chute. Now, here's the thing that got us. The dragon had not made any noise, we didn't know that the dragon was even intelligent, okay? When he did that, the dragon popped up. It was female, and it reacted like, ooh! I swear, we were like, wait, what?
It wasn't just us. Everyone on the show was like, oh.
We cracked up. I was like, oh, heck no.
You thought the dragon had no energy left, but apparently.
Yeah, they had beaten the dragon, so the dragon was down, exhausted, and just. But man, you have got to see that seed, to see that dragon pop up. And, yeah. I won't tell you later on, just in case you want to watch the show. Man Falcon, it was called from the world's weakest to the strongest or something like that. Arafuta, you said?
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Okay, there you go. Stiletto just answered you, Man Falcon. But, oh my goodness. That cracked us up big time.
I thought we weren't gonna make it.
I didn't think we were gonna make it. I'm just like, wait, so not only was the dragon, intelligent, but it was female, and it set up a hollering and a begging for him to take that thing out. And man, I swear, even now we're sitting there just laughing because that was hilarious. Sorry I was late. I had my performance review. But it went okay. That's good to hear, Apex Predator. I remember having those, and they were always tense affairs. But I generally did well. I think the worst review that I ever got was, it was not a bad review, but it was a little bit less than my previous review. And I saw the writing on the wall and said, you know what? I think it's time for me to go. I think they're trying to set me up. And I figured that my next review wouldn't be so good. And I'm like, let me leave these people before they actually give me a bad review.
Then there was the anime that, frankly, I think we should sue them because they took my brother's personality and made an anime around it.
Cautious Hero.
The hero is overpowered but cautious.
The Cautious Hero. That is my favorite right now. All around, all time favorite anime.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby! What's up, Bobby? How you doing, man? I was actually worried. I streamed earlier. I streamed early. About 2 hours, 40 minutes earlier. And I was going to end the stream after 2 hours if Stiletto didn't show up.
I wish you'd told me that.
And she showed up, and so we're still here. At least until I finish off my 5 stars.
Now, in the Cautious Hero, there are several places that nearly killed us. But I'm gonna go ahead and say the mighty stink.
Oh my goodness, that poor goddess. You tell that one.
So, the hero is not overly kind to this goddess. So he was like, oh great, the enemies sniffed and smelled your goddess stink. And that's why they're coming over here. And he, of course, doesn't believe him because he said mean things to her before.
Yeah.
He asked 2 people who were with him. She's like, I don't stink, do I? And they're like, well, you don't smell that bad today. You know? And you're like, oh. But nothing was done about it. So then they go back to their headquarters. And another person comes up to her and goes, whoa. Because the hero, she had grabbed onto him and he was like, will you get off of me? You stink. You smell like hot garbage. And so she goes, do I? And she goes over to somebody else and the guy goes, well, I mean, yeah, you do kind of smell. And she's like, what? I can't believe it. So she's about to go take a bath when she gets a call from the head goddess. She goes in there, still stinking. Head goddess goes, okay, so this is an emergency. I need you to go here and save these people. This is an emergency. People will die. So she's like, all right, we're on it. She goes, wait, but, it's an emergency, but you still have time to, take a bath or something. And the poor goddess just died. She was done. Next time we saw her, her skin was raw and red because she'd gotten into that bath and scrubbed like a crazy person.
She sure did. She tried to scrub her skin off. But yeah, there's a lot of good parts in that one. That hero, if I were to make a hero myself, that's the hero I would make. He is, once we watched it, even after the first episode, I was through. I was like, there has not been any hero that we've ever watched in any anime that I like more than this guy.
Yes, Lawrence. LordShaedow has owned a hoopty.
My first car was a Gremlin hatchback. What's up, Lawrence Clark? How you doing, man? I still remember stuffing a whole bunch of people in there, too. Lawrence with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh.
But yes, there's been many animes which have tried to kill us. We're going to go back in the day to Slayers.
Oh, Slayers. So many.
And it was actually not the first Slayers. It was Slayers... Oh, I can't remember right now.
Was it Slayers Try?
Second, not Try, because Slayers Try was the third one.
Okay.
Slayers Next. That's it. When they found a spell that had to be sung, it was awesome. Seeing Lena Inverse and Amelia having to sing this little song, it was great.
Amelia.
And it stopped the whole fight because everybody on both sides were staring at them like, I cannot believe this. Oh, Apex Predator says your Cash App notifications are so slow.
We had one that just popped up not that long ago. I wonder. I keep saying I'm going to, and my sister don't remind me. She know I'm old.
I looked it up. They don't have one.
Oh, they don't? Because I keep saying we need to get a what do you call it? We need to get a bot for Cash App.
Apex says 15 minutes and still nothing.
Oh, wow. Really?
Dr. J, Ninja Scroll was a good one too.
Yep. And
Oh,
Wicked City, no, Dr. J. Stop watching them kinds of naughty things.
I remember Ninja Scroll. You remember from Ninja Scroll? The rat.
Hold on, I want to check something real quick here. So I'm a temporarily hide air server because I want to look at my Cash App right quick. Let me see. Did it even? Let me see. Because we got one from Adam Warlock, and then there we go. Apex Predator sent over $5 for 5 stars. He says, for what are 5 stars? And he did that at 102. So yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. If you want to know, you know how I'm always telling you guys, when you send me money like that, how I eat. Let me show you what. Look at that. I had to look to see if I wasn't exposing anything. $26 because I don't keep any money in here. So $26, and just look at that. Wendy's, you see down there, Moe's Southwest Grill. That. All right, let's.
And his poor sister who works for free.
She works for love. All right, hold on. Let me update Apex Predators. Where is it? There it is. Now, 80. All right, so thank you, Apex Predator. Yeah, I don't even know why. I might get that notification sometime later, or it may not. I wonder if they disable it if it's too often. I don't know what they have going on, honestly. I wish there was a better way to manage it. No, that's... Here we go. You like...
Bitches were horses, beggars would ride.
Oh, I remember Wicked City, Dr. J. I absolutely remember it.
Which is why y'all shouldn't be watching that. For shame.
Naughty. But I definitely remember it. Guyver. I dined on that stuff. I know the name. I don't remember if I ever watched that.
There's always Project ACO.
Oh, Lord. Project ACO. Now...
that was traumatizing one for my brother.
Shoot. Now, here's one. This one is from, I believe, Fairy Tale. And there was an episode where they got attacked by another guild. And those guys were, you know, pretty powerful. But, see, they didn't realize... Okay, there we go. This one worked. Apex Predator sent me $5 for a Stiletto's meal. That one worked, but your other one didn't. I ain't giving her nothing. She don't need nothing. She says she worked for free.
That's why Apex Predator got his own song. Because he cool like that.
But you can see what I spend that money on that you guys give me, right? Go to Moe's, go to Wendy's. That's usually, you know, that's how I've been eating. So, no joke. When I say Apex Predator, you be buying my food. That helps supplement the food stamps. So, instead of having to get a whole bunch of stuff on my food stamps, you know, I can grab some lunch here, you know, grab some lunch there. And so it helps a lot. So you can see right there, that's if you look over the history, that's pretty much what you see. I use it buying food. What's that? Armaruk or Arnok? Or Arnark. Welcome to the shadows. You are our latest shadow dweller. Thank you for following me over on Twitch, man. Appreciate it. But anyway, so in Fairy Tale, they had been attacked by this guild, and what they didn't realize, they underestimated some of the members of Fairy Tale, who were far more powerful than they thought. And I remember this one fight. This guy was whooping up on one of the guys in Fairy Tale. And was it his sister or brother? Who was it that actually transformed like that? Was it him?
Oh, you mean that was, and it said die?
No, when he transformed and beat him and we saw his soul leaving.
Oh, that was the brother.
That was the brother. Okay. Now, was it him that was getting beat initially?
Yes.
Okay. So he basically got to the point where he was losing and this guy was gloating and everything. And it looked like he was about to lose completely. And then he lost it and transformed into this very, very powerful beast. And it wasn't even a fight once he did that. Okay. All this time, this other guy was fighting him, beating him and everything. When he turned into that beast, there was no fighting. He just whooped that guy. And so he got the guy on the ground, right? And he's banging him. He's like, boom, boom, boom. He's just hitting him. And you know, in anime, when you lose unconsciousness or you're about to die, you see that little spirit bubble start floating off. And in this one, and I had never seen this happen before, he's beating him and you see the spirit bubble leaving. He stopped actually looked up at the spirit bubble, snatched it, threw it back into the guy's body, and continued to beat him. I was done.
And the guy was like, please just let me go unconscious.
I said, oh my goodness, man. He won't let him die. He won't let him go unconscious. I have never seen that.
So stay here and take this beat.
Usually, and I mean, the guy did deserve it though, but usually they are unaware of that, bubble. Now, I've seen anime later where they are aware of it, but that was the first time, I didn't expect him to see it and then be able to interact with it. That's how powerful he was. Snatched him back in there. He's like, oh, no. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to stay right here and be aware and conscious of this beating. That one was one of my favorites, man. I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, we watch some anime that makes us laugh.
And some anime that makes us cheer, like you cheered for the mighty slap.
Which slap was that? Because we had a couple of slaps.
There's only one slap that you stood up off the couch.
Oh, you're talking about Incautious Hero.
Yes.
Oh yeah. See, that's my boy. That's Cautious Hero. Y'all, you know what? Y'all just need to go watch Cautious Hero. If you like anime, you need to go watch Cautious Hero.
Yes.
That's what I can say to you about that one. It is hilarious, and you will see why I say that he is my hero, the hero I would make based on my personality. And honestly, in games, I'm very similar. I did that with Labyrinth of Legends and Realm of Legends. I didn't go in there until, I was really, really strong. I didn't go in there, saying, oh, I want a challenge. Nah, I just want to finish it. Keep your challenge. I want to finish this thing. I want to get it done. So yeah, you need to see that. Oh, Samurai Champloo. Yes, I like that one. Watched every episode. I like that one.
Oh, okay.
One Punch Man
had the one scene that made me know that Shadow had to watch it. It took me a while to get him to watch it, but that one scene with my boy Sonic.
Oh my
when
goodness.
He ran into One Punch Man's fist.
My sister loved that scene.
The broadcast.
Now you may understand that I don't find that scene as funny and amusing as my sister does. But just so you guys understand, One Punch Man was standing there, and this guy is supersonic. He's really fast. And so he's running around. You could barely see him, but of course One Punch Man can follow him. And he makes his final approach. He leaps and jumps to attack him. One Punch Man puts his fist out. He doesn't move his fist. And the guy runs, and his crotch, they slowed it down. You could see the displacement. Now see, for me, I'm sitting there going, oh, that hurt. Oh. And of course my sister is just cracking up. They interrupted the broadcast.
I was not cracking up until
oh my goodness.
They showed him rubbing himself, and then they did the, I'm sorry, this broadcast has been interrupted for a bit, and they were showing you happy flowers. That's when I cracked up.
Yeah, that scene got my sister real good.
Oh my goodness, that was like one of the best scenes ever.
But yeah, One Punch Man, definitely. Had to write a I'm assuming paragraph essay today, and had to say my name, birthday, and year, the year I was born in Spanish. That's how my day went. Okay, you go. The displacement, exactly. I mean, it was slow motion. You can see it. It's like, boop, and you can see it going, oh, I was in pain. sympathetic pain when I saw that. I was like, oh no. I keep doing that. I keep doing the wrong one. I gotta remember not to do that again. Okay.
Then Sonic became my boy because he went on. He's on a singular mission now, and he just keeps messing stuff up. I mean,
it was rough, man. It was rough. He would have been dead if One Punch Man had actually punched. But yeah, he basically just held it and he ran into it. But remember, he was going very fast. So yeah, he was down for the count after that. My Hero Academia. Yes, we love that one. I love my frog girl. But take care, Bobby. Thanks for hanging out with us again.
Hey, Smitty.
T. Smith, what's up? We're doing good, man. Matt Sampson, what's up? How you doing? Toy, you are late, but it's because I started early today. My 5 stars came off cooldown this morning. They were actually ready around, I would say 9:30. So, you know, I knew that my sister wouldn't be up that early. So I started the stream at 10:30 Eastern so that she would have a chance to wake up and hop on stream a little bit later. So I've been streaming since 10:30. And it is now going on 3 hours. And as soon as I get done with my 5 stars, that's going to be it. I'm not going to use my 4 stars in this arena anymore. And I think my 6 stars will be coming off cooldown very soon. Because I got them done very early this morning. And I'll probably just keep grinding in this arena. But I'm going to start doing the other arenas to get those done as well so I can get those units.
Dr. J, yeah, a lot of people are waiting for season 3 of One Punch Man.
Oh yeah. Can't wait, man.
Season 7, yeah, it has decent laughs, but it's not.
Yeah, I saw
really
just I saw just the trailer a little bit. It does look kind of funny, but it looks more like dark humor. So I haven't even watched a single episode. Usually, Stiletto will screen the anime for us. So she'll take a look at it, and she'll decide whether it's something that we want to take a look at or not. What's this?
The Arnott says 50 mil, not like this, not like this.
Wow. Hey, I want that Immortal Hulk, but this is just kind of how I grind. And this is what, in the middle of the day? I have one more grind. I could actually grind my 5 stars probably 3 more times before the end. But we'll see what I do. I will probably end up stopping at 60. Just seems to be a score that I like to hang out at. It's not too difficult for me to get, so I don't have to actually lose sleep, even though I woke up really early this morning. I don't have to lose sleep or anything. So probably, I don't know, tonight what I may do, or this evening, what I may do is go into the 4-star featured, finish that one up using my 5 stars. I'll do the 4-star basic and all of that. 3-star, 2-star, get all of that done between now and the end. And then towards the end, I'll run my 5 stars through, but I'll stop at around 60 or so.
Redwood wants to know, meant to ask you what your thoughts were on Brian Grant's testing of a bomb.
Ooh. He looks like a champion that I might have to go for, Redwood. I watched his stream later. I rated it, and then I watched it later. And Abomination looks good. He looks much better than Immortal Hulk. What got me thinking that I might want to get this guy is his suicide friendliness. You can actually fire off your specials without worrying. That constant regen from the poisons that you put on yourself. So even if you're fighting someone that's poison immune, you're still going to get that willpower healing. You'll still be able to hit pretty hard. So I might have to go for Immortal Abomination, as ugly as he looks. I also saw the synergy he had with Man-Thing, and that didn't excite me as much. Yep, look at that. My 6 stars are coming off cooldown. That didn't excite me as much, but we'll see. We shall see. Let's do that.
Dr. J says it's okay, not a waste of time, but not the best ever. Worth it if there's nothing else to watch. Yeah, Man Falcon, Psychopass was a bit too deep for us. It did the real world issues moving into the future, and it was raising it. It was very profound, but that's not really what we're looking for.
Exactly.
Luke Gecko says, I'm at 40 now, won't go past 50. Mostly running stars.
Cool.
And Dr. J says, Darkest I've watched was probably Death Note because you could see it happening if such a book existed.
Oh, Dr. J, my sister warned me about Death Note, so we already knew we weren't going to watch it. I got bored one day. Earlier this week, in fact, I believe. And I watched 1 episode, not even the whole episode. Stopped halfway through. Will not be watching anymore. That was all it took for me to see how dark that was. Yeah, that's exactly the type of thing that I will avoid, that I don't need to watch.
Well, Man Falcon, I actually watched Death Note, so.
Yeah, my sister doesn't have the same problem as I do about some of those things. So yeah, not going to watch it.
William Lynn says Immortal Bomb seems more popular than this Hulk. Much better champion.
Yes, I agree. Not as good as Cosmic Ghost Rider though, but yeah, definitely a better champion than Hulk. So yeah, I might end up grinding for him next week.
El Nino says, I want your 5-star Thor. He can parry where others can't.
Love that Thor, man. You'll notice that he's not awakened. If I get a Cosmic Awakening Gem, I will definitely use it on him.
Dr. J says, once they can be poisoned, the bomb will be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
Redwood said, I was going to say that he is very suicide friendly. Non-poison immune champs are in serious trouble.
Exactly. I love the little aura that he gets on his special 2. Yeah, he looked nasty. He definitely looks nasty. So, yeah, I just might have to go for him.
LordShaedow said, I have enough units for the bleed suicide, so tempting. I'm trying not to get it.
Hey, with Cyber Weekend right around the corner, I say everybody should hold their units, see what's there, see what's available, what they can afford, and then after Cyber Weekend is over, then go back to them, you know, masteries, because that is where you want to spend your masteries. It's the best way to spend your masteries. I mean, your units. The best way to spend your units is on masteries, because that's a permanent change to your account. So you open up, you know, the suicide masteries, and they are forever open. So, but yeah.
Smitty says, has Shadow suggested mysterious play for you all to watch? He has not.
I don't even know what that is. I don't usually suggest. I do suggest sometimes, but my sister is usually already aware of it, or, you know, not something that she seemed to be interested in. But a few times I've got some good ones in there. Usually it's a movie, because she'll be looking for a series, and some new movie will pop up that she hasn't, you know, gotten the notification for just yet. And, but yeah, usually it's the other way around. Usually she is the one that is suggesting the anime for me. All right, so almost at 50 million. And my 6 stars are off cooldown, as you can see here. They're starting to anyway. But I will not be doing that on stream. We're going to end the stream here after 3 hours and 9 minutes. Duke Gecko, yes, my sister does play as well. Him, Man-Thing, and Cosmic Ghost Rider might be my future AQ or AW team if I can get A-Bomb. Yeah, they have some good synergies. I haven't looked into them completely. I thought it would be too dark for both, but yeah, very profound. Yeah, don't watch Death Note. It's super dark. Oh, all I needed was half of an episode for me to say, yep. That's all I needed. Captain Marvel movie and Hyperion are only answers for him, really? Okay. Ghost also did a good job against that Immortal Abomination. Jingle Jangles, I'm gonna watch again tonight after the darts. We may watch that for with my mom. It seems like it's a good family type movie if I remember correctly. Great to catch you both as always. Stay safe. All right, Man Falcon. Duke, I don't know if you heard me give you the answer to your question earlier when you asked if I was Jewish. No, I'm not. But if you didn't hear it, listen to the stream again, because I gave you a fuller answer to that. Let me take a look here and see who's streaming, first of all. Let's see here. Is there anybody? Okay, Chris LaFleur is streaming right now. So let's go raid him. He always raids me when he can. If you guys don't forget to hit the like button, that really does help me out. But we're going to go raid Chris LaFleur. Here's the link to his stream. Hashtag out of the shadows. So when you get over there, type out hashtag out of the shadows. And